All right, I'm going to allow other expansions now. You want to play another game?
I want to play another game.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, I mean, 50 minutes in, 48 minutes in, that's usually when we go to a second game. All right, chat, what should we play tonight? If you want, I mean, I can take a look at... We actually haven't done this in a while because we've been mostly playing our the new expansions and stuff, but I can take a look at our usage numbers and see where we're at. Let's see here. Live stream
Well, Chris,
usage.
do you have any favorite villains or environments you want to play?
Oh, I always love playing in Atlantis, even though it's a beast in pretty much any scenario.
Atlantis is one of our second lowest used environments, so that would be fine. I would have no problem with that.
One of my favorite sort of challenges I put for myself is if the Pillars of Hercules comes out, leave it out and see if you can win.
I love Pillars of Hercules.
It's
so hard.
tricky, but it's so much fun. I'd have to say that the Realm of Discord is probably my favorite environment overall. Just I love all the things in it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's got such a nice variety.
So someone has posited Prime Wardens versus Apostate in Atlantis, which obviously we don't have the Prime Wardens
We have the OG
promos,
Prime.
but we have the OG before they became the Prime Wardens. So we could try that.
I'd be down for it.
All right, I'll take the white deck.
I will go for Haka.
Oh, I was gonna take Haka. All right, I don't want to play Argent Adept.
You don't want me being the Argent Adept. I know so.
Jeremy, play the Argent Adept.
All right. Do we want? I mean, there's what, 5 of them, right? Do we want to have? Do we want to team play one of the others or 2 of the others? Who else are the Prime Wardens?
Captain Cosmic.
Right, we can't do Cosmics.
Why don't we have Twitch plays Tempest?
Twitch plays Tempest. Brave 6 Tempest?
I'd go with regular. It just seems more appropriate.
All right, Twitch. Here's the way that it works when we have Twitch plays someone. When we see 2 votes for the same action, we take it. You guys should start planning what you're going to want to do ahead of time, because there is a delay in the chat, and we don't want to let it get too far behind here. So,
We want to play Advanced?
that was what someone said. Oh no, actually, that's not what they said. They just said versus Apostate. I thought I saw someone say Advanced. Oh yes,
Real
Dan.
Fan of Fanatic said Advanced.
And are we using Freedom 6 Tempest or regular?
Regular. Oops. Sorry, I thought I'd switched it back. Oh, hit the right button. There you go. Sonic Blade. Twitch plays Tempest. What is this? We did not order this.
Advanced Apostate's not too bad.
Yeah, we just had to get rid of the book.
As long as, like, something horrible doesn't come out on his turn, it's not so bad. But if, like, the orb comes out or something comes out on his turn...
You jinxed it. You have totally jinxed it.
Well, I have Fanatic, so there's actually pretty good odds that even if that comes out, I could still final dive it. So... we'll see.
All right, so here we have Advanced Apostate Ruins of Atlantis versus the Prime Wardens became the Null Wardens, I guess it would be, since they're not quite Prime yet. You and I, we are the same. Join in my crusade of truth, my child. Your lies cannot save you from your preordained end, foul one. All right, so let's see what we're starting with here. Fanatic starts with Absolution, Aegis of Resurrection, Consecrated Ground, and Final Dive. Not our favorite.
Final Dive. There you go.
Haka's got an Elbow Smash, Mare, Rampage, and Tamoko.
Very good startup for him.
Argent Adept has 2 Alacritus of Dominance, 1 Rhapsody of Vigor, and 1 Silver Shadow.
Nice.
And Tempest has an Electrical Storm, Grievous Hailstorm, Reclaim from the Deep, and Shielding Winds.
So chat, think about what you might want to play.
All right, and this is actually, I did this wrong because I'm controlling Tempest, but I'm also going to have to be thinking more because I'm playing Argent Adept. So I'm going to have to be following the chat and trying to figure out how to play Argent Adept. So
let me take this hit since Fnatic would get hit harder, unless you specifically want to get hit, because sometimes that's the way Fnatic do.
So I see.
Yeah, I think she's going to get hit enough in this.
Several votes for Electrical Storm.
Final dive of the tome into the imp. Maybe.
Yep. That is what's going to happen. Well, I think the imp, you guys can handle the imp. I'm going to final dive the tome into Apostate for the Nemesis bonus.
No, makes sense.
That is a dive I can believe in.
Basically, I'm going to be hitting Apostate for the Nemesis bonus a lot, so...
I'm shocked beyond belief.
Fanatic just is fanatical about this sort of thing for some reason.
Time to get out my snake paint. I can't quite kill this guy, but I can hurt him a bit.
Soften him up for Tempest.
There you go.
All right. As it is typical with this, I have to read all of his cards because I never remember what they do. So, Alacritus Subdominant. One player may play a card now, or you may use a power now if you do destroy this card. Rhapsody of Vigor. I know that one. Silver Shadow. I have no companies. So, I'm assuming Alacritus. Yep, there it is.
I vote for letting Tempest play his Lightning Storm.
Yeah, that's what I would go with.
Yep.
And the chat is also saying
the chat
that
is in agreement.
Well, one person is.
Well, they'd already said that was what they wanted to play. So there was 3 votes for it up front. So got the Electrical Storm
Playing it out
out.
of turn is even better.
And actually, a couple people had said Electrical Storm into. Use for me. And then we've got a vote for Grievous Hailstorm and Hailstorm Power, Nempacross says. And then we got another vote for Hailstorm. There it is.
Yeah, makes sense. Twitch is wise on this day.
So wise.
And they draw a Vicious Cyclone.
That is completely uncalled for, Lewd Dolphin. I will ban you from the chat.
Many of my friends are very fond of playing against Apostate in Insula Primalis because we almost always end up with the dinosaurs, the velociraptors, eating his sword.
Nice.
It's incredibly satisfying when that happens.
Yeah, herding velociraptors is dangerous though, because you plan it out where they're going to take out the villain targets, and then another raptor comes.
Well,
it's too many.
Maybe get rid of the mystical defenses? I mean, getting Absolution out is also wonderful.
Yeah, I guess we don't have any other way to deal with that, and it's annoying. 2 damage to all of us.
Yep.
Yeah, Consecrated is good.
Consecrated.
As long as he doesn't play his card.
I just thought of that, yeah. Sadly, too late to actually make any difference.
The Argent Adept and Tempest. Actually, you guys can help me get that card back, either of you, on your turn. So, and one of you guys is Twitch, so FYI. Because we have both Reclaim from the Deep and Vernal Sonata. Actually, you could play Vernal Sonata and then Tempest could play Reclaim from the Deep to get Vernal Sonata back.
Alrighty, let's get out the mirror and let's start. I never know how to pronounce that right.
According to Christopher, it is Mare.
Mare. Well, now I know. I will work on the gauntlet.
And his other card that I always called Tiana, there it is Taeha.
When I went to New Zealand, we went to some things and I saw some replicas of these weapons, which is pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah. I felt very much in tune with Sentinels Haka.
All right, so what were we talking? You guys want me to Vernal Sonata because you were trying to get something back?
Not necessarily, but that's...
He hasn't played it, but if he does, then it'll be too late to do anything about it. I think that getting you something that destroys ongoings is a good call, just to have that as a backup.
I'm fine with it because I don't have anything else I was planning on doing. I mean, we could Rhapsody of Vigor, but we're all pretty solid right now, so...
Yeah,
I like Vernal Sonata. We all have been damaged.
Oh, right, and Vernal Sonata is going to heal as well, so...
I'm the only one with a card in my trash.
All right, Tempest. Twitch plays Tempest. What do you got?
Well, first you need to use a power.
Yes. So do we want... who do we want to play a card?
I don't have anything that I wouldn't be able to play on my turn. It'd be nice to get a Tiaha out now. Or, again, I'm going to mangle that pronunciation. But it's not necessary at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that Tempest has anything that would be really super useful to get out right this moment.
You can play one of your own cards.
Yeah, I mean, if worst comes worst, I can put out Rhapsody of Vigor. Or I guess I can get out the other Alacritus because I can kill that to use a power.
Or I could play Absolution. There's all kinds of things we could do.
All right, Fanatic, do your thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should make Fnatic the star of this show.
All right, we have 1 vote for Shielding Winds from Twitch Plays Tempest.
Seems like the best call.
Get the horn. Gonna choose for me. Shielding Winds, Shielding Winds, Shielding Winds. Very good. And I assume we're Grievous Hailstorming Twitch.
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Yeah, I cannot conceive of a reason why, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Inconceivable!
Down goes the gauntlet.
Another vicious
cyclone.
Uh-oh.
The hallway collapses. So much punching.
Melee damage. Milady. I cracked myself up.
Oh, dear.
All right. Here's the combo. His favorite combo.
Oy, yep. Now let me pop those up in case we have any newbies in the chat. Corrupted Effigy. At the end of the villain turn, search the villain trash for the Runes of Malediction. Put it into play. If you search the villain deck, shuffle it. And then the Runes of Malediction, of course, reduces damage to relic cards by 2. Which can actually, when you've got Fnatic in the game, can be somewhat helpful. After this card is destroyed, move 4 demon cards
How
from
was
the
that
trash.
helpful because of Fnatic?
If they had hit points. Like if you were playing, for instance, in Realm of Discord.
That's a really rare case.
It's exactly what I was thinking of the whole time. I did not just think of it off the top of my head when I realized that I had made a mistake.
Has that actually ever helped you?
You don't know. It could.
It's the key to our strategy, obviously.
Yes, I played this game over and over again, hoping to play in Realm of Discord when Imbued Vitality comes out.
I'd maybe embolden Haka or embolden yourself. I mean, you could just lay into Apostate with that.
I do have irreducible damage, though, so we need to think about how we can get rid of both of these cards. So
if you can do...
I can do 1 to each. You can do with Taiha 1 to each.
I also...
3 to each.
Yeah, I was thinking the Rampage might be the best.
That can let you play Rampage.
I like Rampage. You know why?
So that would get them down to 1, but I don't know if we can get them.
Yeah, if I Rampage and then we do some stuff so that I can get the Rampage back, or play it off turn, then that might be the best option. But I don't think we can take these things down in this turn.
So close to 1 hit point. Actually, I can get rid of 1. I can hit one of them with Absolution. So I can Divine Sacrifice, they'll be at 5. I can Absolution the Effigy. Yeah, I think if we kill the Effigy, then we can knock out the runes next turn. So I'm going to just get started on them.
I like Terms of Enrampagement. There's any Archer fans in the
Oh yeah
in the world.
Hey, there's my Consecrated Ground.
All right.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to rampage.
Rampage!
Oh, okay.
Well, the reason is because if we come up against if the environment plays a Kraken, I want it in position where one of these things will be the lowest, and
yeah, I guess I was going to
Kraken
suggest
be
that
able
you
to eat
play
it.
Taeha so you could use it, and then Arjunadep could let you play Rampage.
That would have been a very good thing to say before I did that.
I did say it.
He was trying to say it, to be fair.
That would have been a very good thing for me to have paid attention to.
You can hit Apostate anyway. It's okay.
Yeah.
At least Arjunadep can have you play Elbow Smash now, potentially, to get rid of the Corrupted Effigy, or we could just leave it and hope that he doesn't heal his relics.
I have no particular problem getting rid of the Corrupted Effigy.
So, I mean, I have a lot of things that I could do that would not be super useful right away. That might be useful in the future. Like, I'm thinking probably...
If we had done that in a different order and I had hit the Runes of Malediction, we could have destroyed everything. Oh well. Ronway was right, as usual. Do whatever you want. We'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I mean, we're all pretty high on... I was going to probably, like, maybe go for getting out the Horn this turn and then maybe Rhapsody of Vigor next turn. So I could use the Horn, heal, and then use the rest of the Horn to kill the Alacritus, knowing that I could get another Alacritus out.
That works.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so the question here is who wants... Because I'm going to use Alacritus now. I'm going to perform. So who wants to play a card? I've already seen like 5 votes for Cyclone plus Squall. Or wait, I'm sorry, Cyclone plus Hailstorm. For Tempest. What is... Let's see, we got... I don't know. What do you want to get your Taeha? Do you want to do maybe an Elbow Smash? Just do a little bit more
honestly,
damage?
On a purely selfish note, I would like to get Dominion out at some point. But Elbow Smashing the Corrupted Effigy seems like a fine idea.
Well, you know how it works is Arjunadep lets you play a card, and then you get to pick what card. So
yeah.
All right.
However, I am not going to, be a jerk.
Well, I will let Haka make that decision.
And... Yeah, I'll never forget when a guy I was trying to teach Sentinels to said, "Yes, but how do I win?" And the rest of that teaching did not really go so well.
Yeah, you get those people sometimes at conferences that just don't get it, and that's fine. Like it's not the game for them.
Yeah, and I understand that. It's more of a frustration on my part that. No, the other one.
All right.
I assume they want to put it on Apostate, not on Tempest, for example. They didn't say. But
we'll go ahead and assume. And and then Cyclone.
Yeah, we definitely could have gotten rid of all the relics. I didn't see that in time.
Oh yeah.
Like only exactly, so it was pretty close. But
hi, Phosphorescent Chamber. Yeah, that makes more sense.
No.
Oh, tricky.
Wow, bold move. Not something I usually do. Because the corollary to my deal all the damage axiom is that if you're playing with something that can save you from death, because you'll probably do some wanton damage to yourself at some point, I tend to keep that card.
The other cards are more better.
Shadow.
Wow, what card are you discarding? Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you're...
Oh, right. Yes, Twitch.
Yes.
Cyclone,
yes.
1 vote for Cyclone.
1 vote.
Let us consult
Cyclone,
consult the deep wisdom of Twitch.
Oh, yeah. 1 vote for Reclaim from the Deep.
1 for Cyclone, 1 for Reclaim. Cyclone. The Cyclones The Cyclones take it. They have won the New Hampshire primary.
Ah, curses.
Oh, great.
Ugh, I'm delirious.
I'm going to have to head and feel a bit stupid now for not killing that thing off when we could. Still, if you can help me get my rampage back, then maybe we can do something about that.
Well, we do have +1 to damage because of the chamber.
I'd maybe throw the Embolden on yourself.
Or on you.
Yeah, that'll work. Certainly wouldn't say no.
Yeah, you gonna get out Teeha?
Yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah.
You have Teeha and you have Tamoko, so it hurts less.
Yeah. The only other thing I'm thinking is that at some point I want to throw out that ground pound so that we have a turn of not being hurt. But I think that now is not the time for that.
Small respite.
All right, and
yeah. So let me just pop open orb real quick. The reason why everybody was groaning when the orb came out is because whenever villain relic other than this card would be dealt damage, redirected to this, which is why when you got this out with the runes, it's like, oi.
Alas. All right.
And alack. You get to use 2 powers.
Yes, I do. And with the Teeha, I can, again, mangle that pronunciation, but I can get a little bit of extra damage on the orb. Hit me!
Do it! Hit me! Do it! That was from Predator.
So now I'm picturing you making those ridiculous faces.
Like all covered in mud and like hiding under a log. Do it!
Maybe a Vernal Sonata? Get us some hit points and get some stuff back in our...
Yeah, I can get behind that. Especially
and we get increased regain HP.
Alright. Yep, choose form is fine with me.
Recommend getting back your Silver Shadow that you foolishly discarded.
I'd actually skip this. We don't really need another Vicious Cyclone, but I mean, it's up to Twitch.
Yeah.
Alright, Twitch, are we skipping or are we taking back the Vicious Cyclone? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, so Silver Shadow's another one of those cards like, it's not quite to the point of Sub-Zero, but, of Sub-Zero Atmosphere.
They say skip.
Yeah, but, like, I've used it occasionally, but I feel like I have to be in a really specific scenario to use it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of his best cards.
I
do a free thing and then play another card.
Right, but in this particular case, like Alacritus Subdominant,
This is like the rare case where you wouldn't use it.
Sure, fair enough.
This isn't like in almost every other case you do use it.
All right. Who wants to play a card?
So if you let me ground pound, we could have that brief moment of peace.
Or you could. I would have Tempest play Aquatic Correspondence.
Also a good call. Give him some options for the next turn.
Yeah, what do you think, Tempest? You guys want some more options?
I think they've said that already, that they wanted to do that.
Yep, that's fine with me. And we already got back well, we didn't get it back officially, but Final Dive is sitting on the top of your deck, yeah?
Yeah.
That's always a fun one for Tempest to have.
All right, we got a Jamebound Shackles, Shielding Winds, Ball Lightning. There's my Silver Shadow.
I don't think this is going to get through the damage resistance, though.
It'll hit Apostate, though.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Oh, when you have team-bound shackles, I would save these cards, but which discards?
Yeah. Yeah, so they're already talking about what they want to play and use, but yeah, discard nothing, play shackles, and then hailstorm.
That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah, discard nothing.
Discard nothing. Okay.
Well, we got a couple other votes for discarding other things.
Well, there were first votes for nothing. So.
All right, so we will skip. And then what was it? Shackles.
Shackles and hailstorm.
Shackles.
Yeah, because next turn shackles with the cyclone.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty vicious. Especially if you keep the phosphorescent chamber in play.
Am I choosing for me on this? I don't think it's going to...
I don't think it'll matter.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a couple of hits on the orb. It won't destroy it.
All right. Are we discarding cards now and destroying it, or are we discarding cards later and keeping it?
I'm enjoying the damage boost while we have the orb, while we have the runes out, but I could go either way here. Obviously, it's hurting us as well. But since I have a ground pound, I mean, we're going to get hit this round, but then I can give us a round of peace next round.
Yeah, Twitch is voting no. Yeah, I think no is fine.
Makes sense to me.
Yay, mystical defenses.
So now we'll discard those cards.
Are you going to ground pound?
Yes, when I
Twitch, real quick, you guys have a ball lightning into the stratosphere, reclaim from the deep, and shielding winds. So decide amongst those which ones you want to discard.
And I'll ditch my elbow smash. Got other stuff to do.
You do have a Teaha in play already.
I saw, but I want to keep that in reserve just in case. It's probably not the best call, but I'm always a little bit nervous when we've got people who can destroy stuff.
What do you guys think? Yeah, that's what I was going to.
Yeah, makes sense.
And they're voting for discarding shielding winds.
Here, the order won't matter still.
Well?
Yeah, because the orb's only going to take 2 damage.
Yep.
No, it'll take 3.
No, because condemnation won't be dealt damage, so it doesn't get redirected.
That's right. Yeah, you're totally right.
It's a weird thing, but it's how it works. And then hopefully he doesn't heal all his relics.
Well, instead we get more. It's like a wonderful gift.
The Periapt.
Lovely.
Periapt of... Whoa. That's how I say it in my head every time it comes out. What can I say? I'm a Matrix originalist.
So, among your incredible bevy of options, which do you want to go for?
The one.
Good choice.
I can't deal damage to his relics, and it's going to punch him. But I can take out the orb now, if that's what we want.
Seems like a good call.
I would be fine with that.
You have a rampage on top of your deck.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it'd be great to have it now.
Well, we have the Argent Adept who can assist me in getting that back out.
Well, you'll draw it on your turn, and then,
that's what I'm talking about, is you can let me play it.
Yep.
I take out the orb.
Well, I mean... Okay.
The only reason I wouldn't go after Apostate too hardcore is we want to make sure we clear all the relics before we kill him. And you do a lot of damage to him.
It's true.
All right, so I am ground pounding.
Nova.
And yes. And sadly, I'm going to have to let that Dominion go.
I was going to say, you said you wanted it out, but sometimes you got to make sacrifices.
Indeed. All right, so this is going to be doing 3 damage, so
If you used Taeha first, you could have destroyed the runes.
I realize that now. I get stuck in order of operations. Like the mirror,
We can go back.
the mayor is first, so that's the one that goes first.
We can rewind.
But yeah, no, that totally makes sense.
Yeah, we're not going for mint. We can do it.
Exactly.
That's what the rewind is for. It's when you're like, oh wait, I totally could have done this thing.
Oh, and here come the demons. Except there's only one, so that's okay.
Yeah, we
think
only
those
ever
things.
had the one demon come out so far this game, so.
All right, I'm gonna smack the gauntlet.
If you had hit the parry apt,
I could have taken it out with the rampage. Yeah.
yeah,
Tempest will take it out with Hailstorm anyways.
okay. Yeah, see, this is the same thing I keep getting into with him. It's just like I feel like I'm trying to get set up, but I'm not quite ever.
Well, it's because we're discarding lots of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to
You don't
use
have
the
a lot of
horn
options.
because then I'm gonna kill something and not have a real solid use for it. So
Well, so if you play the horn, you get to
I'll basically heal us
Dude.
twice.
you get to heal us, and then you get to use a power.
Which I will only be able to use to heal us because Alacritus will be gone.
No, it won't. Read the card.
Oh, you
You
use
may-
the power first.
That's right. So you can use the power, use your base power to have someone play a card, or you could use Rhapsody again. It's either whichever you want.
All right. Let's
That's
do that.
clever. I hadn't thought about that.
You could use your power to have yourself play Silver Shadow and use the accompany of Alacritus again, supposing you had another power, which you don't. But yeah, you can take advantage of that multiple times and before the card actually gets destroyed.
Interesting.
That's tricky.
It's almost like you programmed this game.
Yeah. All right, and we've
So
got
what
a
do you think? Should
phosphorescent
I
chamber, so we're
So-
boosting our healing as well.
So I should heal up Apostate?
Tempest.
I'm gonna go with Tempest on that one.
And yeah, mystical defenses.
Okay, so let me just make sure I'm
I could final. You could either play Rampage or I could just final dive the Periapt into Condemnation, for example.
All right, so what you're saying is I could play this card now. Oh, but I don't have another power. That's what you're saying. Because I've already used both of my powers. So,
Mine. Go ahead.
all right, so we're gonna Rampage.
I think that's my inclination, because that gives Tempest some good stuff to do on his turn.
All right, so let's see what we've got for Tempest here. For Vicious Cyclone, discard everything besides Ball Lightning. Play Ball Lightning. If he's still standing, use Hailstorm. All right.
Oh, hey, you ended up destroying it anyways because of the +1.
Because of the damage boost.
Ah,
yeah.
nice.
I totally intended to do that.
He had done all the math.
Subconsciously.
All right, and we'll choose for me on this guy.
Actually, Tempest is going to win the game right now.
Yeah.
If you discard those cards, the game is over.
So is that what they said? Like, oh, discard all three and then it's done?
We'll see what they say.
Yeah, the first thing I saw was discard everything but Ball Lightning.
Discard all the cards.
Yeah, discard all, discard everything. All right. Good job, Twitch.
Yeah, with Gene Bennett Shackles, discard the ball will be the end.
And the phosphorescent chamber, that's
Yeah.
one heck of
Actually,
a
you only
card.
need to discard 2, and it's over with.
Nicely done all.
Well played, Twitch. All right, so there it is, folks. Advanced Apostate at Ruins of Atlantis. Migrant P played Fnatic. Braithwaite was playing Haka. I was playing Argent Adept, and Twitch played Tempest. For those those who just joined us, that's the Null Wardens before they became prime.
It's definitely a tough game for their Argent Adept because you didn't really have a lot of options.
Yeah.
But I mean, you did well with what you had.
He was still very effective.
Well, and frankly, like, I'm glad, because if I was in a situation where a good player could really, play a symphony with Argent Adept, I'm not usually that player. I'm still learning him, and that's not to say that I haven't had a few single player games where I have like found a couple of really awesome scenarios, but yeah, it's not my Argent Adept, Night Mist. I'm getting better at Absolute Zero. Like, that's the thing. I've been playing Absolute Zero a ton, mainly because I found a couple things of his that work really well, and I'm trying to learn him better. But as I've said it earlier in the stream, I don't know how to use Sub-Zero Atmosphere, so I'm still learning in a lot of ways.
Well, you just learned a way to not use it properly in the stream. By making Spite play an extra card.
Right. All right, well, there it is, folks. Thanks once again for joining us on this wonderful Tuesday night. Tell your friends that the game on Steam is still on sale until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Pacific Standard Time. And of course, go check out the Oblivion Kickstarter, which is... I actually closed that window, so I don't know what it's up to now, but it's probably still 815 or something.
It's well on its way to 1 million, that's for sure.
That is for sure. Yeah, they still have, I'm loading it now, 23 days to go. They're at $820,000.
Excellent.
That is ridiculous. Amazeballs. All right, so next week, same time, same place. Sentinels Live. I don't know if we'll have any special guests next week, but we will see. So thank you, Chris, for joining us this evening and talking us through your wonderful Razor's Edge scenario.
It was my pleasure.
And maybe we'll have you on again sometime.
That would also be my pleasure.
All right, thanks, everybody. And we will see you when we see you.
Have a good night.
Night.
Good night.